Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Dawn Huffey. I'm the owner of Belle Coaching, and my life coaching certifications came through the Brave Thinking Institute. Today is Thursday, April 3rd of 2025. I notice that when I'm watching other people's videos, I get irritated that they don't give the date. So I thought, well, I'm going to start doing that if I can consistently remember that. So there you go. There's the date. As I was pondering what to do this morning about a video, I decided to go back to my answers from God, and I found one that I haven't shared yet. And this comes from the second day that I was asking the question, what is it like to be divine in human form? And that second day was Monday, September 12th, 2022. Oh, and that means that I did my compassion key training in 2022. I couldn't remember the other day when I was doing my video. I thought I did it in 2023. Wow. Okay, so good to know because I started this process when I was in my training. Hmm. Okay, and I was asking God this question every day for weeks and weeks and weeks. What is it like to be divine in human form? God, help me to understand what it's like to be more like you as I'm living out my days in this human body. And when I started asking God that question, He answered me. He answered me every time. Eventually, I started to ask different questions. I asked for help with situations that I was going through and got the perfect guidance from Him. But for a long time, I asked this question. Eventually, I made an ebook, and in that ebook are 75 of the answers that I got from God. Again, I asked him, what is it like to be divine in human form? And he said, once again, I say you are so very precious to me. On day one, he had said that we are all precious to him. Do you know what that really means? It means that you are irreplaceable. There is no one like you. I mean, no one in all creation is like you. I adore you, and it is my desire that you adore yourself. I'm not just saying to, wait a second. I'm not saying to just like yourself. Yes, like yourself, but I want you to deepen this feeling into a beautiful adoration. And all that competes and contradicts adoration must go in Jesus' mighty name. Once you grasp the level of humble adoration I desire for you, you will refuse to accept anything else. Over and out. Amen. When I first started asking this question, when God would sign off, he would say over and out, which was really funny. When I was in high school, we had CB radios, and so we would say over and out. We had them in our cars. It was so funny that God, he speaks to me in language I understand, and so that's just so funny. I looked up the word precious. He says that we are precious to him. And what does that mean? Of high worth, valuable, cherished, highly esteemed, beloved. And he wants us to have an adoration for ourselves. He wants us to have those adoring feelings, and adoration is a feeling of profound love. I was kind of surprised when I saw that definition. Some synonyms are admiration and respect. So he's saying we are unique, we're precious, we're irreplaceable. There's no one else like us. And he wants us to adore ourselves. Yes. And anything that competes contradicts adoration, we need to throw out and get rid of it. I want to expand on that some more. I have been doing pins on Pinterest and I'm loving doing it. It's very creative and I get to share tools and advice. And I've also been putting those on Facebook and on Truth Social. I am just going to do this pin for tomorrow, and it's talking about our thoughts, because when we recognize that something that is competing or contradicting adoration, we're going to notice it in our thoughts. This is brave thinking tool number one. Notice what you're noticing. We want to notice what we're thinking. So thoughts are in charge of your attitude, words, actions, and results. So notice what you're thinking. And if those thoughts are speaking mean things against yourself, we want to stop. We want to stop what we're thinking and change the thought. We want to think thoughts that bring joy and peace and harmony, and focus more on gratitude. We've all messed up and done stuff we regret. We have, but we can't do anything about it. I spent years and years and years trying to figure out how I could have done that different. And if I'd only said that, or if I'd only done that, I literally spent hours and hours and hours trying to redo it. Could I do it? No. And neither can you. None of us can redo the past. All we can do is forgive ourselves, learn to do stuff different, and move forward. And just return to knowing that God feels this way about us, that we are so incredibly precious to Him. We just need to come back to that truth. It is the truth. So hold on to that. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Thank you.